Yeah, I'm Alan. I just wanted to tell a little bit about myself. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I was kind of raised up with a pretty wealthy family. Started going to high school, started using drugs and alcohol. I really started at a young age, probably around 12 or 13 years old. Went to prison quite a few times, 3 or 4 times for drugs and alcohol. Nothing other than that. I'm a carpenter. I had good jobs all my life, and I was kind of working functional alcoholic and addict. I got really sick, and I was living up under a bridge and not really care if I lived or died, and just it was just a miserable, miserable life. And
Well, I guess my story begins like 7 months ago. Um, it started with my girlfriend. She had a stroke on September 14th and ended up in Asheville, North Carolina, and stayed in the hospital up that way for like 6 months. So pretty much I was homeless. I had just started a new job, and I was just in my 90 days. So that kind of ended right there, because I wanted to stay by her side and, help her out as much as I could, because she was paralyzed on the left side, and she was unable to speak. She ended up having like 2 strokes, and she also had like AVM, which is arterial vascular mass, and so they ended up doing surgery on the mass, and it just went downhill from there. And now she's like on the feeding tube and still like in a nursing facility, but we got her closer to home. She's actually in Willow Ridge in Relton right now, but she's still in the same state. But back in March, we was diagnosed with epilepsy and seizures, and I was staying with my daughter for a few weeks. And the apartment she stays at, they have stipulations about guests and visitors, so I had to leave.
Well, me and my girlfriend, we broke up. We was together about like 23, 24 years. We broke up, and I decided to come up here. And I was homeless, but I found the job. It lasted about a month, and I was drawing my unemployment, and then I was at the motel. My unemployment ran out, and
I had nowhere to live. I had no friends here. I'm from out of state, and I met Pat Chamberlain at the mission in Forest City, and started talking to him. And he asked me, did I want to come and go through his discipleship program and get some help. And I came here, and I got back reading on it with God, and I started reading my Bible and working on my ministry, helping people, and just doing everything I could to help myself, going to meetings, and God delivered me from all of the chaos that was in my life. Today I have a great life. I mean, I have only 2 months sobriety time, but that's an awful lot for me.
Well, since I've been here, like I say, this structure is awesome. I mean, and I'm not just saying that just to say it. I mean, it's just like it allowed me to get back in touch with my spiritual walk with God. It's like while I was up in Asheville, I kind of just let go of everything and just concentrated on her. So when I just realized, I was going through a state of depression, and I guess because when I was up in there, Asheville, like I had a heart attack back in January of 2018. I have coronary artery disease and high blood pressure, diabetes, you name it, I got it, and I ended up in the hospital in October of last year, and then I had this episode in March. That just got me to the point where I needed to stop and concentrate on myself, and out of the ashes, it just gives me an opportunity to take the time to get that spiritual walk back, and like I said, it has an awesome program, with the AA, which I can relate to with the depression and stuff like that. It's real structured
I called Pat up and he had a room for me. And I've been here for a while, and I really do like this place. And it's, I'm going to church every day and having AA meetings. It's teaching me a lot of stuff spiritually, helping me out a lot. It's making me more responsible.
From going from where I was at to not caring whether I lived or died. I mean, now I got I got 2 bank accounts. I got money in both of them. I'm buying a truck this week. I mean, I've every short-term goal that I've set, God's fulfilled them. I mean, in my life. I mean, every one of them.
I'm helping people out, and people helping me out, and most of these guys feel like brothers to me, whatever. And I think it's a good program. It didn't change my outlook on life.
Out of the ashes, it just gives me an opportunity to, take the time to get that spiritual walk back, and like I say, it has an awesome program, with the AA, which, I can relate to with the depression and stuff like that. It's real structured. You just have to want it, if you want to change, then this is the place to do it, It's not a place to come in and just look for, shelter, whatever like that. It's like, Pat wants to bring a change about you, and allow you to make that change. You just got to want it, and the opportunity is here, Like I said, it's here if you want it. He opens doors as far as like trying to get work for you.
I tell them, you need to go. I would tell them you need to go. It's a good program. Get in there as soon as you can, because it's a real good program. I wish they had more places like this in Rutland.
I would say that this is a great program. It's got a great director. I mean, Pat is so good to us. He's helped me in every single way he can, and he's helped me because I'm trying to help myself, and I'm doing the right thing. Anybody that comes here will be blessed. If you want help, you need help, this is the place to be.